Hi, I'm Robert Carrasco with the RC Voice Studio, where my mission is transforming singers like you into vocal artists. All right, well, thank you so much for joining me today because I'm going to share with you my favorite vocal warm-up that I use with all my students, and I use it on myself all the time. It's a great way to help you find a healthy, reliable, sustainable, resonant voice each day. Because, you know, our voices change. One day you wake up and your voice feels great. Someday your voices feel terrible when you wake up in the morning, right? So however you're at each day, you need to be able to find the voice that works best for you that day. So this warm-up will do that for you. So I'm going to guide you through this step by step, and I invite you at each step to pause the video and just kind of explore that step, because that's the secret to the warm-up, is you exploring and finding what works best for you. Okay, so let's begin. So you might want to start off in a standing position if possible, or you can also be seated, as long as you're seated kind of tall, all right? So what I want you to do first is I just want you to take about 3 or 4 inhales and exhales, and you're going to do it this way. Breathe in through the nose like you're smelling something, and then you're going to breathe slowly out of your mouth like you're fogging a window right in front of your mouth. So you go. And do about 3 or 4 breaths like that. And think about transferring heat to your window instead of maybe fogging it up. Good. And feel free to pause the video if you need to, and breathe until you feel like you can breathe in smoothly through the nose and like you're smelling something, and gently transfer heat or fog up a window or a mirror in front of you. All right, cool. So once you've got your breathing established, simple thing to do now is we're going to hum up and down in our speaking range in using the word like something tastes good. Is that a word? Anyway, so what you're going to do while you're humming up and down in your speaking range, you're going to put your hands over your mouth, nose, and forehead like so. And that's going to help you really hone in on the resonance or this buzzing that you're going to feel. All right, so hum up and down in your speaking range. And don't go super, super high. Don't go super, super low. But kind of go up and down in the middle somewhere. And I want you just to notice the vibrations you feel, okay? Feel free to pause the video now and explore this. Just feel the different resonations going on in your head, the different buzzing and where it moves to and stuff. Go ahead. Okay, now that you felt your voice change and vibrate differently as you go up and down, you feel that different buzzing sensations, what I want you to do now is I want you to hum up and down again in your speaking range, but this time I want you to hum up and down in the range until you find a note somewhere in the middle-ish that gives you the most amount of vibration or most amount of that buzziness or resonance with the least amount of vocal effort from you. And the secret to this is going to tell you it's not at the top and it's not at the very bottom. It's somewhere in the middle-ish. And guys, believe it or not, it tends to be a little higher than you think. All right, anyway, so buzz up and down. And you find a note somewhere in there, settle on a note that feels the most resonant for you with the least amount of effort. That was my note for today. Today that feels very easy for me to do, and I'm going to go with that. Yesterday it was actually that, but today it's that, so it's fine. All right. So now that you've found your magic note, whatever your note is, okay, this time we're going to explore the positioning of our jaw so we can help set up our instrument now to give the most amount of resonating or most amount of buzziness with the least amount of effort. Okay, so now that you've got your note, what you can do is explore your jaw position now. So I want you to hum with your back teeth or your molars. Think of them as being slightly together or gently together, and you're just going to kind of hum and feel what that feels like. Okay, so now you know what it feels like with your teeth together. Let's go and hum again, but this time let's have our back teeth or our molars as far apart as possible. And we're going to call this a 10, and try humming with that positioning. If you look a little funny doing it, you're doing it right. Pause the video and try this a couple times just to get used to what it feels like in this 10 position or with your molars as far apart as possible. Good. Now what I want you to do is I want you to slowly chew between 0 and 10. I want to get those jaw positions to go from 0 to 10 and notice the difference in the buzzing or the resonance that you feel inside your head. All right, so try that now. All right, so as you went up and down between 0 and 10, you probably noticed that the vibrations changed. So what I want you to do now is I want you to I want you to chew between 0 and 10, and I want you to find the spot somewhere in the middle that gives you the most amount of that buzzing sensation or most amount of resonance, yet still feels very easy to sustain with your throat. Okay, or very minimal effort from you to make it happen. All right, so hum up and down in that range until you find a resonance that works for you and give it a number. Wow, today, if I was to give mine a number, I give it about a 6. Yesterday it was at a 3. All right, see, it changes daily. So whatever your number is right now, it's good. The key is, remember, it's not going to be at 10 and it's not going to be at 0. It's going to be somewhere in the middle-ish. All right, so now that you found your jaw position, we're beginning to set up our instrument now in a way that's going to make our singing a lot easier. So now that we've got our jaw position, let's play around with our lip position. And a simple way to find this is to use my sip lip technique, which all you do is you pretend like you have a cup of coffee in your hand like this. And when you go to take a sip of coffee, maybe it's filled to the rim. I like to think of my coffee steaming all the way to the top. Is that when I go to put my lips to the glass or to the mug, my lips come forward just a little bit. And the corners of the mouth kind of come together so the liquid doesn't spill out, right? So this is something we all know how to do. All you have to do is just go, and then that positioning of your lips when you're about to take a sip, that's your sip lip position. So what I want you now to do is find your jaw position, and then I want you to play around with going from resting to your little sip lip position. And notice the change in the resonance. You can even go past it if you want to, kind of make your lips go even more forward if you want. But explore that range of motion in your lips, but I want you to find that sip lip position. You're going to find that one gives you the most amount of resonance. All right, so pause the video and explore that. Okay, so now that we've got our jaw position, we've got our lip position here now, sip lips in the house. So now what we're going to do is we're going to get our face and our head involved with the singing to help take away even more effort from the throat area. So what we need to do first is find a good positioning for our head, right? Also our neck. So what you're going to do now is you're going to find your magic note with your jaw position, with your new sip lip position. And this time you're going to explore the range of motion of your head going all the way forward and all the way back to crazy bodybuilder neck. Like this and like forth, and you can explore what it sounds like and what it feels like when your head's moving back and forth while you're humming. Right? You're going to notice a bunch of different changes in there. Pause the video and try that a couple times. Just explore it. Okay, so now that you've explored the effect that your neck positioning and your head positioning has on your sound, I want you to find the position that is just 1 or 2 degrees forward of the crazy bodybuilder neck. All right, so you're gonna, and you'll hear it in mine. I'll show you the position. So. You can hear the changes. I found it, and I was moving in and out of it, and you hear just the subtle changes that happen just by positioning my head. So find that position that's just forward of your bodybuilder neck position, and usually you can find it right there. All right, cool. So now that we've got our instrument really, we're starting to fine-tune our positioning and set it up so it resonates just like you're in the shower or something, okay? Now we're going to add in the upper head here, the upper face here to get us working. So these are exercises to help you get your soft palate to lift and engage, which is great for any style of singing. All right, so Well, for 99% of the time. All right, so using your magic note, this time what you're going to do is you're going to imagine that your brain, when you inhale, turns into a smile. And as you're singing, your smile gets bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, this is the brain smile technique. So what I want you to do is to start it, I want you to breathe in through your nose and imagine the air goes in, and then as it comes in, it makes your brain go, ah, and actually morphs your brain into a smile because it's so happy you're getting air because now we can sing. All right? So try that. Take a breath in. And then just let it go on your exhale. All right? So breathe in. Feel the brain smile as you inhale. And just let it go as you exhale. All right? So now what I want you to do is I want you to inhale, brain smile, and as you exhale, keep the brain smile going even bigger. Try it. What you may notice while you're doing this brain smile idea is you may feel a lifting here above your ears. You may even feel your ears lift up and float up a little bit like that, okay? That is the brain smile. If you feel little sensations, kind of a lifting feeling here, you feel yourself getting even taller, then you're activating your brain smile, which does a lot of different things, but one of its main functions is it helps get your soft palate to lift, which is awesome for resonating. That's one of the key elements to having an awesome resonant sound. Okay, so this time now, I want on your magic note, you're going to inhale with a brain smile, and you're going to hum on your note, keeping the brain smile alive the whole time. All right? Now, you may have noticed a change, you may not have, but let's see. So just double check it. So what I want you to do now is this time you're going to flex your brain smile, and you're going to breathe in, create the brain smile, and as you start humming, keep the brain smile, but then I want you to take away the brain smile, then add it back in, and take it away, and add it back in, all while you're still humming on your pitch. And see if you can notice a difference in sound, okay? I'll use my hands so you can kind of see this is smile, this is not. Right? You can hear the difference when I thought brain smile and when I took it away. Okay? So I want you to explore. This is the hardest part of it all. Okay? This is going to probably take the most work for most people. However, a little bit of effort in this goes a long way with your singing. Okay, so now that you've got your brain smile active, let's actually turn it into a word. And we're going to use the word, a funny one, it's called mura. Okay, like me, let's say me, yura. Me, yura. Okay, it's a new word, mira. All right, so what you're going to do is on your magic pitch, you're going to set your instrument up, find your neck position, jaw position, lip position, get that brain smile going the whole time. And this time you're going to check in with your voice, see if you can say the word mura. Mura. All right, try to see what that feels like. Alright, now I just went up and did a random slide on ah! You can do whatever you want there. But the idea is, can you keep that same buzzy sensation alive, that same ease of vocal effort, and just kind of make your voice slide up and down like that, okay? Once you feel like you can do that, keep that resonating feeling and it feels easy, just kind of go up and down, now your voice is in that warmed up state, and at this point, you can start doing your vocal exercises. You could even try a little bit of singing just to kind of explore what that feels like, okay? Hey, thank you so much for joining me today. I know that this vocal warm-up will help transform your singing into vocal artistry. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to get more videos. Also, you can go to rcvoicestudio.com or click on the link above, and I will send you a free PDF listing each of the steps that we did in this vocal warm-up so you can take it with you wherever you go and wherever you are. All right, you take care. I can't wait till next time. Shaka.